Hello lords and ladies and welcome back to more Third Age. I know it's been a while since the last one, but you know, I do enjoy Christmas time and the new year with family. But we're back, albeit very late to what I was expecting being back. And we're kicking it off with the East Moria. I was like, wait, which one am I in? The East Moria Evil Mode to take care of this, because we haven't done this as of yet, I don't think. And if we have, well, cool. I guess I'm taking double rewards. Not like it makes no difference in this game. There's no such thing as shops, so everything's absolutely hunky-dory. Oh, lovely wall call there, Berethor. Thank you. Got to take a hit off each of them now that they get to use for free. But it doesn't really matter because I'm a giant cave troll with absolute stacks of health. That water fury. Yes, I hope you all had a good Christmas and a nice New Year and whatnot. Santa brought you everything you asked for. I know adults still ask Santa for presents. Can't even lie. Boink. Yeah, we're going to continue on with the Third Age today. Yeah, I would have got this up a lot quicker if it wasn't for the fact I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars Reforged. I'm actually thinking about doing a wee little video on Guild Wars Reforged actually at some point, possibly. You know, nothing serious, just a little bit of fun. Because why not? It's Guild Wars. Everyone likes Guild Wars. Doink. You think those massive swings would, like, you know, instead of dealing damage, it should be just like a percentage chance of whether or not it's just going to absolutely one-shot them, because, like, let's be real, if a troll swings a club at you like that, like, alright, Idrial dodged, but, you know, that would break every bone in your body, but still, it's a game. Oh no! I got Elf and Raj. Oh well. Eh, bada. Boink. And after this we get to go into... We're starting to get to the harder areas of the game. Not massively harder, but you know, the enemies do get a wee bit stronger, as it were. I remember what the next one is. Shadow Chieftain? Ah, no, this one. Ah. The drummer. Oh, well, this one's very fun. I like this one. Unfortunately, we don't get infinite spawns like they do. I can't just beat the drums to get infinite. What's done Elgost? Yeah, what's done Elgost? What am I going after next? Whee! He's got a... Hadhod's got a lot of health, like. Yeah. Alright, I should have stunned Hadhod and went all in on Elvos, to be fair, maybe. That would have made more sense, but I tend to like to leave Hadhod till the last here. Because he's slow. On Dark Renewal? Yeah, I've been Dark Renewal. Have some health back. Get healed, son. Get healed. Because, you know, giving them increased dodge didn't seem to do jack. Kill? No? Okay. Flame of voodoo. You shall not pass. Bye. Bye-bye. Have a nice day now. Well, I got another flame of voodoo. Let's see if we can get rid of Idrial before she gets a turn then, eh? I don't think I can. But it's worth a shot. Yeah, no, she's got far too much armor. And I'm not getting another stunning strike for a while. Stunning strike is really... It's not a slow move, but it moves you down in the action turn quite a bit. It's just so amazing to use, though, I mean. But I even need to use it here. And then it's going to be with triple slash, to be honest. Them two are a lot slower than Elgost. The ranger from the north. Wait, yeah, no, he's a ranger from the north. Thinking they're like, wait, what? No, he's indeed a ranger from the north. Look at that crit we scored, and now we run circles around them. You shall get burned. Now we stun strike because Haldor's dead before his next turn comes up, obviously. But yes, the next area, I'm looking forward to getting to the next area. We get some new enemies, stronger enemies, much more of a pain in the keister. But there's ways to it, and you know, we'll get that sorted. Lickety split like. That was easy. That was normally a lot harder. I normally lose at least one or two goblins there. I was going to say orcs, but not the goblins. Ah! The cave troll and the drummer. Now, who am I going to get rid of first here? Honestly, I don't like Berethor. Come on, cave troll. You should have hit that. And what's the matter with you? Oh, 441. Sometimes like waiting for these turns to tick through can be. It can take a hot minute. It can take a hot minute. You know, I'm saying this yet I can sit here and play this game for hours. So like. So with the cave troll, obviously you got Sonic Fury, which is AoE, Darkness Renewal for healing, and Battle March for, well, not necessarily a haste, but it's akin to a haste. So we'll definitely start by getting that on both of us. Hasten's actions for a single follower. We'll definitely start by getting double Battle March up here. I could have used that turn to, you know, heal me drummer on me cave troll and deal some damage, but it made absolutely no difference whatsoever to the turn order. So that was always nice. I probably should have just healed or whatnot. Oh, is there any need to set us to wound us? MP regen? AP regen, I should say. You really need AP regen there? You can't. It's hard to die on this one though. The cave, the drummer trolls. The drummer trolls Dark Renewal is just so strong. Heals and gives you an awful lot of health back, and 9 times out of 10 they are going to target the cave troll for their attacks because he is the threat, I suppose. We'll have a look at Sonic Fury though. Beat those drums. It's decent-ish AoE damage, I guess. There's nothing to write home about, but I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse AoE damage in some games. Let me tell you. Not so much from the classic era of the PS2. I'm hoping this looks alright as well, actually, because the emulator had a wee update there this morning. It did. I think this is mine to take home now, to be honest, looking at the turn order. Like, there's no way I lose now. Not now, laddie, not now. Sonic Fury. Sonic Fury, he's lost all them rings. Had to go again. I do love the idea of a drummer troll walking around. Drummer troll walking around Moria. Just the idea of it just tickles us for some reason. I don't know what it is. Just walking around with his drums attached, just beating out the jaunty little tune and that, waking everybody up. Well, all that AP they're getting back's doing them a world of good here for poor Haldir. It's just a shame that this drummer troll can't hit any harder. Be nice if he could. Ooh, cleaving wound. Oh no. You hit my chin. I will eviscerate yours. That is one more after this. My favourite of all the evil mode battles. We get to play as the Balrog. We got Whip of Fire, Flaming Sword, Pillar of Wrath, and Roaring Inferno. Honestly, I just Pillar of Wrath most of the time. I think Pillar of Wrath looks insanely good. Like, plus it does AP damage as well. It kills everybody but Gandalf in a single hit. And we have 72,000 health, which is always a nice touch as well. I'll take a couple of bolts now, like. Gandalf's not very happy with us. And we got what? Roaring Inferno. Rawr. Look at that roar. We made up and went rawr. I forced him into Wizard's Drain though because he had no AP left. That is all this battle boils down to here. Just constantly force Gandalf into having the AP drain as often as possible, even on, I don't know if even what's affected by the difficulty, but if it is just constantly forcing Gandalf to AP drain, will eventually get you the victory. But for that we get a cracked Elfstone of Spirit Enhancement, as well as the Third Age Foul Blade of Morgul. So some very nice stuff to look at there once we get back on our save file. So I'll save this in and I'll load it up and I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so here we are, we're back on our save file at the East Emnett Gullies, I believe it is, where we have the Third Age Foul Blade of Morgul, which is a big damage jump actually. From 28 all the way up to 41. Although it does, I don't know if it shows it here or if it only shows it in battle, but it does have, I mean it looks cool, but it does have something special about it which we'll get to shortly. Now, as for the cracked Elfstone of Spirit Enhancement, so what this Elfstone does here is, obviously we've got the other Elfstones here, like Shadow, Armor, Health, Action, yada yada yada, Fell Shadow. What this new one does is it gives us, there's an easy way to explain this if I'm not just an absolute numpty. It increases all spirit power damage ever so slightly, right? Just a little bit. You see, we didn't lose anything there, but Idrial's spirit attacks will now deal slightly more damage. So the likes of Loudwater Fury, for example, because there's only her and Haldir that have damage and spirit attacks in a minute. You could put it on Haldir and turn Stonehill into a fairly decently hard hitting attack, to be honest, which is what I normally do for now. So why haven't I done it this time? Also, we've heard cracked Elfstone and Fell Shadow for now. I'm probably going to keep that there actually. Yeah, probably. I will leave it at that for now. Eventually it will come over to this man here, to Elgost. Just purely because Elgost's, his Northern Storm is spirit damage. But now that we're here at East Emnett Gullies, we looted down there, so off we go to check out all these red dots. Let's see the quest here for somewhere we don't know yet. All we know is at some point we have to defend Helm's Deep. Fantastic. That makes life easy, doesn't it?
A company of Uruk-hai passed this way.
Did they?
Was it the party from Rivendell? It's difficult to tell. Wait. Here.
That looks like an Uruk to me.
Ahead. These lands are filled with danger.
Have you been following us?
For many days.
And that looks like a not Haldir.
Yes. I cannot protect all of you all of the time.
I think you'll find we're the ones protecting you.
Defend myself.
I have buried others who spoke those words.
Well, you'll be burying me, mate.
I thank you for your aid.
I'm a nice shiny Gondor soldier, look at me.
We must cleanse these gullies. Help me assemble patrols
Yeah,
so we may
and here we
get
go.
past the rear guard of Uruk-hai.
And here we go. When he says we must cleanse these gullies, what he means is we must cleanse these gullies. It's still not going to tell us where we're at, which is ridiculous. Oh, a little bit of screen flick up there. And the white hand of Saruman. As they give us what must be the world's worst, like absolute worst angle for a fight. Like, what is that? What is this? Like, I'm sorry, but what am I looking at here? Now, unfortunately for Haldir, his damage is going to drop off now because there's no goblins anymore. We never fight another goblin, it's all orcs and Uruk-hai. But thankfully, he still has a dwarven cleave, which is still hits fairly hard. Yeah, I mean, look, we still chin it. That's it. Like normal, most battles won't be in this, but I wanted to include, you know, I want to include this one with Aranel, as he's called, with his aim shot. Elf Eyes, which is actually pretty good, same as Mirkwood Mist, but Mirkwood Mist only works on archers. And then obviously Arrow Storm there. He cannot be swapped out of battle though, no matter how many times you decide to hit L1. Aranel is stuck. But we got a heal there and a little, I'm guessing a little increase, I have no idea to be honest with you. Aranel has an absolute immense amount of health anyway. Right, let's see what Idrial's doing. We'll go for the orc. 4065 with that cracked elf. A cracked elf stone. Ah, but this is what I was on about with Berethor's sword. Weeping Blade, so his normal attacks, so his counter attacks, for example, will leave the enemy in bleeding status. So we get free DOT is essentially all that means. And free DOT is nice DOT. Thankfully these guys really don't like Aranel. Now I will demonstrate this free DOT, but we have Uruk-hai being doink. 1806, not terrible, not terrible. Cheap option to Citadel Rage, but sometimes Citadel Rage is just out and out better, especially as you get further in to the game, not this one level. But further into the game, Citadel Rage does prove to be a lot better than Uruk-hai being. Or 2 hits of 1500 is better than 1 of 1800.
Find all of my elves, Gondorian, and we shall be strong enough to fight our way out of this maze of rock.
Emi Muin. Is this Emi Muin or are we at East Emnett? Is it going to tell us yet? Can it tell us where we're at? East Emnett, that's it. East Emnett Gullies. So we've got... We'll come back to find to everyone's good. We've got 2 elves in the cave. Elf in the gullies. Elf near the cave. Elf near the river. And everybody's grudge, an old Warg. So, unfortunately, finding elf near the river, right, does not mean down here behind us. As much as you might be disappointed, there is no elf here near the Falls of Rauros, as you can tell. But, you know, we ball. We just go, essentially we're just going to all these red dots. The eye will fill up really fast in this place though. Right, after that battle that I was so rudely interrupted by, I'm saying the eye does fill up a bit faster in areas now. We'll do these levels because we've got a couple of them hit 30. I really want more spirit on them, but like, strength is pretty huge as well. So I'm not 100% sure what I want to do here with the HUD. This consistency needs no help. This speed's really good as well, actually. We'll go. Sorry. We'll go spirit. And then Idrial. Idrial. Probably going to be Con, you know, really. Yeah, we'll go Con. Her spirit's already fantastic, so we'll go Con. And then we will go this way.
Rohan's warriors must use that cave as an outpost.
Oh, really?
It would appear they suffer heavy casualties defending their frontier.
Oh, so what? Everyone that dies is
they'll
put the helmet on a spear.
In the ravines, we shall find it.
It's always deeper in the ravines, isn't it? But for that, we got a new quest, which is locate the Rohan outpost, which honestly shouldn't be too difficult for us. We should be able to do that nice and easy. So there's two ways essentially to do this area. Do the left hand side or the right hand side. And fight lots of orcs while doing it. Can't wait till this is AoE. The other saves is taking a hit from one, I suppose. Yeah, you can either do the left hand side first, or you can do the right hand side. It really doesn't make too much of a difference which side you do first. Like you see, you're gonna loop around and do them all eventually anyway. So we might as well just make the most of what we can and get. Well, I'm doing whichever side I'm walking to first here. Do what? The right hand side as you come up from the save point is what I'm doing first. Can I deal enough damage with an orc being against these guys? These are orcs. Oh, I can. Interesting. Well, let's get the hot out for Idrial now, who shall heal our ranger, who then shall be swapped out into the horde because our ranger cannot kill this guy with a single hit. Unfortunately, as much as I love Elgost, he is the definition of a glass cannon, but at the beginning, like the first half of the game, he's really just glass. There's no cannon to him yet. The cannon doesn't come for a while. Oh, but we've got a new helmet there for Berethor, and a new scene from Middle-earth that I can't view because YouTube don't like it. So we lose a little bit, we lose one strength, but we do gain speed and dex with it, as well as, you know, a nice little armor upgrade. For the majority of armor, I don't care if I lose stats. It's only ever the little pieces, you know, the rings, the brooches, that type of thing that I care about if I'm losing stats. So we're going to go up into the cave because this seems like a wonderful idea. So let's help us with the sword again.
What is that grinding sound?
I believe this is the den of a very old, hungry warg.
I still believe Elgost was meant to be sort of more than just a ranged user.
Hurry in here! We have a real battle on our hands.
I still swear that in early development, the whole point of Elgost was the fact that, you know, you'd be able to swap between weapons. Now, 100% against this warg, we won't stand fast. I'm not even joking. This warg can and will stun lock your entire team to death, and it hurts. So, Stone Shield isn't a bad shout if you really want to. I'm not going to, but you can if you want. Doink. I'm just going to hit him upside the head, nice and hard there, before I start drowning it. 2565. My lord. I'll have to check to make sure this is still on the difficulty it should be on. I haven't changed the difficulty settings. It should still be on medium. I don't tend to play it on hard. I enjoy playing the game for what it is, the story it tells, rather than getting angry at the fact that none of my attacks are hitting ever. That happens enough on normal as it does regardless, so. Oh! But there's an old angry warg dead. So that's one quest done for us. We've killed the old angry warg. We're getting some levels out of it. Oh, everybody gets a level. And we get a 3rd age Fangorn Steel Falcon for Idrial there. Now, before we have a look at that weapon and that. Yeah, no, I'm still on medium. I'm still on medium. A cracked Elfstone of Action enhancement, which. Wow. You have the least action points. Interesting. What have I got on you? Armor, health, fire. I go on, you can have that then. You can have that. As Idrial, we've got a brand new sword, a nice little upgrade there. For damage wise, +4 strength. We lose a bit dex and speed, but we do gain some more spirit. And it looks so much nicer than that Rohan sword does, which is always a bonus. And now another stat level. Let's get that spirit above 50, lovely. And you, my friend, you are doing pretty good, all things considered. Speed never hurts on Berethor, though. My little elf, fun. She has good armor for the time being, compared to everyone else, especially compared to this guy. This guy's armor sucks. But Elgos's armor sucks all the way through the game, that never changes. So don't expect to get to the end of the game and Elgos suddenly be like this big, tanky, absolute unit, because that's not going to happen. He is going to remain frail and fragile for the entirety of the game, unfortunately. Oh, we got a nice little bottle here. Another lovely little bottle on our hands. Which, you know, we never grumble at a nice little bottle, do we? Sorry, I went quiet there. I wasn't 100% sure on whether I wanted to leave this bottle in or get rid of it, to be honest with you. Alright, do you know what? Let's show it off. Let's see what we can do. As you can see there, that in fact, there we go. See, the armored orc shadow chieftain has weeping blades, so he is bleeding now. We've got two wargs here, grizzled greater and a hardened greater. I don't know what makes the warg hardened, but now he's just weaker. Oh, you missed. You missed? No, got to get hit by one, I suppose, haven't I? Honestly, you can just heal. Healing will be enough. Right, so I have company valid. I did have to check that there. Now we get rid of the Orcman. Gotta make sure you use at least one leadership per battle with Berethor. More if you can. The more leadership skills Berethor uses, the better time we're gonna have in the future. Boom! Fireball! Fire, fire. We'll save AP, we'll just fluid strike rather than using loud water. 1278 from your physical. That's not terrible, Idrial. That is not terrible at all. And then we Citadel. And he's Deadadel. I guess is the way to say that there. Deadadel? Yeah, he's Deadadel. We Deadadel'd him. He is down. We'll get more levels on Berethor again because he is the leader of our party, so he is getting the experience from quests. It will not always be this way. Very soon I will be changing the leader of my party. You can nigh on guarantee for like the majority of the game. What is this encounter rate? Like, why is it so much and so frequent? I am not a fan. Like, leave me alone, game. Idrial, drown that one. Alright, so the cracked elfstone does actually make Idrial a little bit nutty. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I know I was close to damage and shield, so that's the only reason I used dual flame there. You don't always have to use the one that's going to kill. If you know you're close, I can save a little bit of AP. But I'm bringing Elgos in anyway, so he can creature bane at the very least, which is always nice. Nice little kill there. Yes. Damaging. Oh, and some black iron van braces as well as damaging shield there. Hey! And a new elf. We found an elf. Yes. 2 headed toward the Uruk blockade and 2 more headed into the Warg cave. Yes, you get yourself that Uruk blockade there. He teleported? Is that elf magic? Can elves teleport? First Age Region Weapon Warding Pendant. So we'll have a look at this pendant here. Armor 6, we get spirit. We lose speed though. I do really like having a lot of speed. I don't know if losing all that speed is worth it for the spirit gain, to be honest. It's probably not, you know. We're not going to use that. Black Iron Van Braces, we're just 100% going to go for because we have nothing else useful. Oh, damage and shield. I want it, yes, damage and shield. So now that we've got damage and shield, create a shield that damages melee attackers. Then the next one is Mountain Shield. Create a shield for the party that must be broken before damage is taken. And then there's Devastating Shield, which is an AoE party shield that damages physical attackers. Now I know what you're thinking. Thomas, are you planning on being an absolute cheesecake later? And Mountain Shielding on top of a Devastating Shield for physical attackers? And, well, for that, you're pretty much just going to have to wait and see. As I remember to loot the corpses off this Warg 3rd Age Ithilien Longsword. Now the problem is with doing Evil Mode. So obviously Evil Mode's optional, you don't have to do it. But I'm not playing this game and not doing Evil Mode. It does mean, unfortunately, that some of the stuff I find, like this sword for Berethor, 36 damage, it would have been really good over, what was it, over the broadsword of Gondor. You know, that's what, 2 strength, that was 1 strength, 1 dex, 1 spirit. It would have been a small hit to take for a raising stats. I mean, we'll have a look at it, you know, it looks nice and golden, but the Foul Blade of Morgul is just better. Unfortunately, I'm never going to touch that. And we're finally getting Idrial away from the start of the game, insanely armored gold, to almost middle of the game, insanely armored silver. Which is weird enough as it is. Anyway, that Idrial gets the best armor. Yeah, I know what you were thinking. Yeah, Thomas, you're going to cheese it later on. You're going to be a big cheesy cake. And yes I am. Ah, well, that elf's dead. Yes, he was one of my scouts. He was. Do you mean the Valar watch over him now? He's an elf. He's dead. There is no watching over him. Oh, another Elfstone of Action enchantment. His spirit is just doomed to wander for ever. Pretty sure that's how elves work in Middle-earth, isn't it? Could be wrong. I mean, I could be opening up this entire conversation just before saving as I'm getting right to the end of the video. But I'm pretty sure that's how elves work. They don't die. Their bodies die, but their spirit just sort of stays on in Middle-earth. It just lingers. It's just stuck. Or have I just been hitting the crack pipe? Like, am I wrong? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Mate, I just healed him. You stupid murder of crows. I'll murder your crows. Company might. But after this battle, we are going to be saving it. We are going to be calling it here. Just purely time constraints. But I'll hopefully get back on the schedule of 4,400 is insane, by the way. Can we just appreciate how insane that damage is from our elf? Like, that's nuts. Oh, a cheeky little level up for Elgos there as well. And a satchel of old Toby. Well, let's have a look at this level up anyway. Yep, consistency, that sounds good to me. Got piercing defense, don't care. And action enhancement. Now, the fun thing about these is, if everyone's already got an action enhancement on, everyone but Idrial has, but let's be honest, Idrial does not need any help with her AP management. There's no help with her armor. Yeah, no, we're not going to give that to Idrial. I know who that goes to later. Yeah, you can actually only have one of them equipped. So one cracked, one polished, one ancient. Well, no, actually, I think the ancients, you can have as many of the same ancient equipped for certain things. But I could be mistaken there. That's something obviously we'll have to We'll go over by the time we get Ancients, which isn't for a long time. But we'll have a look how we're doing on the skills here. So we've got Battle Hardened Armor now. This one is Overwhelming Axes, which is why I like to keep Perfect mode, because Hadhot always crits, which is lovely. Mountain Shield, we haven't started towards yet. Mountain Range, we're still working on. It's a double hitter. Elven Range. Power of the Valar. Apparently we learned Aura of the Valar at some point. But we've got Power of the Valar next. Revives. 3 revive, can't go wrong with that. Working on Crippling Shot and Kingsfoil Grace there with Ergoths. Whereas our Berethor, our Man of Gondor, who has learned All Retrieve at some point. I missed that as well. He's now working towards Company Rally. And then we can get Royal Grace for a nice little HP heal. Before Shield of Courage, which is a fear immunity, which is what we really want. But Athelion Wrath is also really nice. It's a 3-hit attack. Which is really nice. It gets us a lot closer to that Gondor Rampage for that 5-hit. Once you get Athelion Wrath, we don't ever bother with Uruk-hai or Orc-bane or any of that good stuff. But yes, this is where I'm going to be leaving it for today. So, as always, if you've enjoyed it, maybe stick around, see what else is coming out in the future. You know, I've got some ideas of things I want to do. But, as always, this is a Casual Gaming Dad, signing off. Stay safe.